Hey, what's up guys? So I am in the middle of a forest road right now. As you can see, I got my hazard lights on in the truck because I was on my way up to the mountain to film a video and my engine just died. So while I was driving up, the engine just died, and it's not the battery because I still get power, but something is wrong with this engine and there's not even 1,600 miles on this truck. So poor little Shadow is kind of in this vegetative state right now. So let me show you what's going on. Turn on. See that? It just shuts off. Guys, you know what the best thing about this is? No reception. So I got no reception out here. I'm stuck in this forest road with a truck with just over 600 miles. That is not starting. This is gonna be one interesting experience. So I'm about half a mile out from the trailhead and I still don't get reception out there because I've been up this road before. I gotta actually go a few miles out into the main road to actually get a reception. So either I'm gonna have to see if someone with reception does pass by here, or I might have to just walk out towards reception and try to call for roadside assistance. Coming up here to make a video for one thing, and obviously now I'm making a video for something else. I'm just gonna walk towards the trailhead and see if I can get reception. When I came in, there was nobody there. So it was just me, and it's on a weekday, so I don't expect too many people to be up here. So I'm just gonna go there, see if I can get reception. I hope I don't have to walk too far out because I don't want to leave my truck in the middle of the forest road like that. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys at whatever develops. Guys, I've hiked out about 3 miles. Still no reception.
All agents are presently assisting other callers. Please remain on the...
I did let Caitlin know that I just gave her a call and let her know what's going on, so she's not worried too much.
All agents are...
By the way, it's almost 8 o'clock. The initial call for roadside assistance occurred at 5 o'clock.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting. I do apologize for the wait.
Yeah.
The service provider mentioned that the driver is a little delayed because he's still on his current job. He should be wrapping up in the next 20 minutes and then heading out to you.
All right, guys, so little update. I am heading back to my car. It's about a 3-mile hike back, and I don't have any reception back along that route. My phone battery is about to die. It's at, what, like 11% or something. Luckily, I have a power bank in the truck that I'll use to charge back the phone. It's the sun is already starting to set, so it's gonna get dark within the hour. I spoke with the service person and they said, as you heard, that they should be starting to head out in the next 20 minutes. Hopefully they're able to find me because the intersection they have on their map, it's about a mile away from where I am on the forest road. Yeah, this is quite a predicament. I mean, I'm trying to see things in a positive light. The negative is there's an unexpected issue with the brand new truck. The positive is that I get to spend a little bit more time out in nature, listen to the birds in the sky, take some time to just chill and hang out. I did call Katie and let her know while I had reception back there that if I don't come home tonight, I will spend the night in the truck and try to call tow again. That's what's going on now. So if they do come and they do find me where I'm at and are able to tow me out, we're gonna have to take this car back to the dealership. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be close, so I'm gonna have to leave the truck there. Second alternative is they don't find me here and this whole service just falls through the cracks or whatever. Then I would have to just spend the night in my truck. I'm honestly not sure about leaving my car behind. So I'm willing to just stay with the truck, spend the night out, And then in the morning, I guess I would have to hike back out here and call again and hopefully have it make sense for them. A lot of surprises here today, folks. All right, I'm gonna finish my hike back to the car and I'll get back to you guys. All right, still in one piece. Let's go inside. Let's turn the hazards off and try it again. There it is, same thing. So let me give you a quick rundown of what happened earlier. So while I was driving, the steering wheel just locked and then the engine just shut off. But the battery was still on. I mean, the power was still on. The radio was playing and everything. And then it just slowly came to a halt. So I turned off the engine and I tried turning on the engine, and what you just saw now kept on happening. So the engine would turn on and it would just shut off right away, but the power would be on. So I thought it was the power at first, but it's definitely not that. I checked the battery terminals and everything. It's all fine. It's brand new. There's no seepage or anything like that. Connection was fine. So as I'm doing all that, there's a guy came by in a dirt bike, riding some trails out, and he fortunately had some signal. He had T-Mobile, I have Verizon, and Verizon does not get signal out here, but he had 2 bars. So we were able to call Toyota roadside assistance, and that was around a little bit before 5. So when we called and we asked for a tow, they said the ETA would be 45 minutes to an hour. Did not happen. So we called to follow up and they said it would be 45 more minutes. So at that time, the guy, Sam, by the way, thank you, Sam, for the help and the call. I really appreciate it, Sam, if you're watching this. So we called again because he had to go, and they said it's gonna be another 45 minutes. So I said, dude, Sam, you gotta go. He works a night shift, so he had to go. So I told him, just thank you for everything, and he was on his way as long as there was service on the way. Another hour passes and there's nothing, so I needed to take proactive measures. So I walked on the way that I know there's the only one way up here. So I kept on walking that route, hoping for reception. And I did not get reception all the way until like maybe 3 miles out. Here I am now, and it's, what time is it? It's 8:30. It's definitely starting to get dark. I have the camera at the highest light setting. As you can see, it looks bright on here, but it's starting to get dark. If their ETA is right on the phone, hopefully the tow guy will be here before it gets too dark, before 9 o'clock. And basically what I'm gonna do is if they don't get here, well, luckily I have a crew max, so there's a lot of room in the back. I'm just gonna put down the seats and take a nap here tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna have to try to walk back out there where I have reception, call the service again, and hopefully they'll be able to get it right. And I have to call my work and tell them that I will be either late or not make it in, which I hate doing. I don't want that to happen. What do I have as far as do I have water? Do I have anything like that? Well, what I have here is this much water. I grabbed this right off of the dining table before I left, thinking I'm just gonna need this much for filming tonight. Man, so this is what I have for water. Hopefully it'll last. And then I have a protein cookie that I carry with me in the truck. Thank God. So that is going to be probably my dinner. I've been here. I haven't had dinner yet, but at this point in time, I'm not even really hungry, to be honest. Actually, just in case they don't make it here tonight, let me show you how much room is in the back that I get to sleep in. So it'll be like that. And then, as you can see, I got some room right here. This reminds me of a scene in Kill Bill where Uma Thurman gets into that big truck and lays down in it. It feels kind of like that almost. As far as room goes, as you can see, I'm a kind of a skinny fella, so there's plenty of room by my side for me to lay down like this. I might honestly, if I do sleep, I'd have to sleep in like a fetal position. I do have a rooftop tent back there, but if I unfold it, it'll go out into the brush and it'll be all hectic and whatnot. So, and I don't want to pitch that in the middle of the forest road. So this is going to be my sleeping accommodation if they don't come and get me tonight. Oh, and it's already kind of starting to fog up in here. It's starting to look like the scene from the Titanic up in this anyways, I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Okay, right now it's almost 10 o'clock, and I'm finally gonna head home. So we're taking a Lyft ride back to the dealership right now, seeing if I can apply some of the recommendations that I've read on some of the forums here. So it could be a potential the MAF sensor is bad, or it could be the key. So I'm bringing a spare key because the first one might have some issue with it as well. So there's a couple of things that I'm gonna want to try myself before actually having the dealer look at it. So I'm gonna do that right now. When I get to the dealer, I'll get you guys back on board. Alright, so one of the suggestions was that it might be the MAF sensor right here. It looks to be intact. The other suggestion was that maybe the throttle body is and here it is, folks. Here is the reason why it is having that issue. As you can see, it's disconnected. So I'm gonna have to reconnect and tighten this clamp, and let me do that right now. It's solid in place. It's not going to come out. So let's give the ignition another try. The moment of truth. Let's see if that did it. Oh yes. Bingo! Thank God. So there you go. It's fixed. That definitely saved me potential time at the dealership and potential cost. So it's definitely the throttle body and the pipe not being connected from the air intake. So, oh my God. Okay, so that's a big relief. It didn't look dirty or anything like that inside. No residue or anything. The intake is a dry air intake, so it doesn't have any oils or anything like that that gets in there. So it's been fixed. So it's good. I'm gonna take this freaking truck out of here and go home. And what I'm gonna do is every once in a while, I'm gonna check that throttle body connection to make sure that the hose is not loose. And I think now that I think back on what may have happened is when I was driving up that forest road, there were some bumps and ruts, and then the truck did bounce up quite a few times, up and down, and I think that might have loosened it up. So that's something I got to keep in mind, especially if I'm gonna go in an area where there's a lot of dust or anything like that. So, man, yeah. Whew. So that's a relief, guys. It's funny because when this happened, I was really surprised and disappointed because I thought it was, you know, one of the most reliable vehicles out there, and for this to happen. But, you know, it just turns out that, you know, I just didn't tighten up the clamp on the throttle body to the pipe. So my bad. I love this truck. I love the Tundra. I am going to do a rig walk around on this one soon. And I'm going to tell you all the stuff that I did to make it ready and comfortable for me for my overlanding. I do want to send a special thank you and shout out to the folks at the Tundra Crew Facebook page. They were very supportive and offered a lot of suggestions and advice, and definitely there were a few people there that gave proper advice as far as what this may be, and I want to thank you for that. Thank you to Sam. Thank you, buddy, for, you know, stopping by to checking to see if anything was wrong on the forest road and giving that call out, because you're the only one with the reception there. So appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, Sam. And also shout out to the Tundras.com forum, who's had some people being supportive out there as well. Yeah, we're fixed, and let's go back home and start making some more content. And I will see you guys soon. Be safe and take care out there. And bye.
Perfect.